One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they been seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girl better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be my clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be my clever. Yeah.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. McCarthy looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to get the Vikings the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's a bootleg for him. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Will Reichard now to try the Vikings field goal. This from 28 yards away. Reichard connects there. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good. Bears 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Williams on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
At the 47-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. This is Loveland working the right side. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Williams. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run. largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Running behind center is Swift. He's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup. They need another 4. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal, it's Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish off their opening drive. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd down carry for Jones. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Got his man. That's the rookie out of Pitt. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have it on 2nd and short. Give up the middle to Jones. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Now it's McCarthy. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Motion man right is Jefferson. McCarthy throwing on third down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
First and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings them to third down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Williams from the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Swift gets it, going left. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, here's Swift. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
3. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That one's out and cut on the right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll run with Johnson. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get some late points and the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Ty Chandler to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Ty Chandler on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones gets it. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Vikings out of the hurry-up, meet everyone back to the line.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completed right side to Addison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Again, McCarthy to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
17. Bears 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down, Williams to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. That's on the quick hitter. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Williams set to pass. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Williams on first down. Got for big yards on the right side. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw is Williams. Oh, stiff arm. Fending off everyone with stiff arm. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 14. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. To throw, Williams. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. He took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the 2nd half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
Chandler now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
Third down, here's Jones. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Jones. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's second and goal. Here's McCarthy to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Here's Swift to start the drive. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 2-yard line.
From his end zone, Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete right side, Burden has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That's caught by Burden. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. Anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Williams to throw on first. Check down into the hands of Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's Williams again. Finds him over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
To the air yet again, Williams. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Stick it in the air. It's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
So many cool fundamentals. On display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Here's Swift on second down. And the defense holds Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on it. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one doesn't go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Dump off, caught by his back. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second and 6 coming up here. This is Jones. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He puts a mirror under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that makes it 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Williams from the gun. That's completed right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Williams set to pass. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Some sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 4 coming up now. He's back to throw. Eyes time, rolling right. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job.
Off to the races, middle of the field. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings 14 points back. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Peter inbounds. Oh, what a play! And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Still some time left. Most of the 2 minutes remaining. They need to get this onside kick back. Looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Running with Swift down the gun. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Staying grounded with Swift. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
That That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And this isn't just anyone.